Holy shit!
The other day, I wondered if there were curse words in any of the Sonic movies. Now, so far we have 3 films, and to my shock, I actually found instances where some of the characters try to curse. Okay, so my first example of this comes from the second Sonic movie, where this happens.
Holy sherbert!
Oh, come on, Sonic, you couldn't have just said the word out loud. Like, I understand there's babies and children in the theater, moms and dads holding hands together, but guys, couldn't we just hear a bad word for once in these movies? Nah, but on a serious note, I gotta give the writers props. We all know what was insinuated here. Holy the writers must have felt major pressure to keep this movie PG-13 rated. I mean, we just know in the studio, the writers, the animators, the producers are like, guys, let's make sure that we keep this thing safe, okay? We want this to be a universal movie. But this actually brings me to another small point. It looks like in these Sonic movies, they really try to save these ratings. So as you can imagine, for me, I know that the job is gonna be hard to find them trying to curse or slip up. Anyways, could you imagine Sonic actually cursing? Okay, so far I've shown you one example of Sonic trying to curse, but what if I told you there's another example in the exact same movie? Take a look.
It's time to say goodbye to this piece of shiitake planet!
Hey. You piece of shiitake planet! I'm gonna have to start using that. This is obviously a substitute bad word. Yeah, to me, it kind of sounds like the Sonic franchise really wants to curse. Dude, this is the second time in the same movie. What are the odds of that, man? Maybe it's time they changed their demographic. Let's be honest. Children in high school are cursing. People in middle school are cursing. It's not a big deal. I don't think it should be this big taboo topic and restriction that allows these movies to have 0 curse words. The only thing you can do is possibly joke about one and then cut it off at the last minute or just substitute it out with a different word. But yeah, I guess I understand why they don't include bad words in these movies. I mean, you don't want to bring your sister to hear these naughty words and you go back home and she starts cursing you out, vice versa, okay? You don't want to go in there as a grown adult, hear a bad word for the first time, and start cussing out your family at home. Anyways, seeing the Sonic movies swear so frequently made me have an idea. You see, I wanted to compare this to Disney. Sonic 3 and Disney's Mufasa have a little bit of beef that came out simultaneously. So I was thinking to myself, man, what is the difference between Disney and Sonic? Are there any curse words in Mufasa? Now, I remember seeing this movie for myself in the theater, and let me tell you right now, there was nothing in there. I've only seen it once. I don't remember any curse words, even though this movie is literally about lions that try to kill each other in the wild. You're telling me you couldn't at least include a joke about a curse word? But yeah, all they were talking about in the Mufasa movie was brothers. They didn't really cross the boundary of cursing. They played it really safe, like really safe in this movie. Now, if they did end up cursing in there and I missed it, let me know. A lot of these movies aren't out on digital, so I'm not able to go back and rewatch it freely. But yeah, I just can't be bothered. However, I do remember in the original Lion King, they did have curse words in it. Some of the characters would joke about the word ass.
Jeez, why do I always have to save your...
Yeah, I'm talking about these guys. So, in theory, that would mean the live action should also have bad words. But remember, they censor the live action so heavily and they go back and edit it. So it's like, bruh.
Run for your life!
Disney has just gone soft. That's what I'm starting to notice, man. I went through a lot of Disney live action remakes. They are soft. Oh my gosh. And I'm not just talking about the curse words, dude. I'm talking about the plot. Like when you compare it to the original cartoon and you go straight into the live action, it's just a blatant difference. It feels weird. It feels very soft, which is weird. It should be feeling real. Yeah, so not only were these movies playing it safe, but the only examples of other curse words that I found were words like hell. Seriously, I was debating whether I should include those on this list. And I was like, no, I don't have enough material to even complete this video for you. I'm not going to include hell. I did before, but I was like, dude, that's not really a bad word. Now, hell is a bad place. I don't know if you guys want to go to hell. How many of you guys want to go to hell tonight? Leave a comment down below. But come on, man. It seems like in these Disney movies, they're not even trying to make a joke about a curse words. They don't want to even joke about crossing the line. They're so safe and they're so safe for everyone. But at least in the Sonic movies, we see that some of the characters are able to make funny jokes and cut it off at the last second. But in Disney, nah. So as I was trying to focus on Mufasa and some of the other live action Lion Kings, it was just super hard to focus on what the characters were saying. I mean, the animation is really difficult to pick up on what the characters are even lipping. There's no captions in a theater. It looks uncanny. I don't know what they're saying. They're talking so fast. The animation is weird. It's like a live action animal. It's like a documentary of a zoo. And you're like, man, this is not cute like Sonic. So yeah, I have to admit, I had an extremely hard time and I didn't really find curse words in the live actions that I was looking for. So if you did see any curse words in these live actions, just leave a comment down below. I'll research it some more. But you know what would be really funny? If Sonic 3 just started cursing like crazy. At the time you're watching this video, there's only 3 Sonic movies out right now, and one of them is still in theaters. So we don't have it digitally yet, but oh my gosh, would it not be funny if the 4th one had curse words, even the 3rd one? But yeah, after watching the Sonic movie, I kind of skimmed through Mufasa again. I skimmed through The Lion King, and boy, oh boy, big mistake. Come on, Disney, pull up your pants. You have a movie with the most ferocious animals on the planet, and yet can't even have them pushing the envelope with words? Words. They're scratching each other, bleeding. Well, they don't add blood anymore for some reason, just like scars. But come on, man, do something new, Disney. What are you guys doing? If you want your show to be bad-ash, you gotta push that envelope. Come on, man. Does Disney care? Or are they just shivering in their boots? They're so afraid to take a risk. Look at Sonic. Sonic doesn't care. They're getting really close. I mean, some of the producers are probably like, dude, you can't do that. And they're just like, nah, I don't care. You're not going to tell us what to do. We want to add in some curse words about shiitake. We want to talk about holy we can do it even with our main character. And you're going to sit down and you're going to sip it, dog. Anyways, remember how I told you in the original movies they would add a lot of innuendos? Well, Sonic is doing that in the modern age, but in their live action movies, even though they're kind of censoring it out. But that's still a lot, and that's more than what any other big company is doing, even the monopoly that Disney is. But yeah, as I was going through the live actions for Disney, boy, I was falling asleep while watching it. The pacing was so slow, especially in that Cinderella movie. My gosh, man. And I know a lot of people like it. I'm not saying the movie's bad, but dude, it was such a difference from the Sonic fast-paced, jumping around, electricity, Dragon Ball Z combos, to just characters standing with the wind blowing. I was like, man, can people just... So yeah, Disney's pace was a little bit slower. I don't recommend watching a Disney movie right after Sonic. I mean right after. I don't mean like I waited a couple days, dude. I watched it right after, and I had to force myself to skim through it. Now, I did research if there were any curse words, but like I said, the word hell will not be used on this list. I'm not even going to waste my time looking for that in this movie. It's a wrap, bro. Like, Disney doesn't care to curse. They're afraid. They're not doing it anymore. They used to do it back in the original cartoons, the 2-dimensional cartoons, but they're not doing it anymore. I'm sorry. Sonic has won once again. Shout out to you, Sonic. I mean, shout out to you, the producers. Shout out, bro. You guys still got it. Disney, on the other hand, L again. Even Mario might be better than this. I got to look into Mario next or something. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching.